Hey guys, Nick here coming to you with another album review. This time around I'm reviewing Forever Wild, the new Crazy Lixx album. So Crazy Lixx, in case you don't know them, basically they're a band that formed in the beginning of the 21st century, but their music is really 80s glam metal inspired. Their songs remind me of bands like Bon Jovi, Warrant, Twisted Sister sometimes. All these, famous bands that, define the 80s. And at the same time, you can hear that it's a really new band, because the production of the albums is really new, they're at Frontiers, and Frontiers, they usually make old bands sound like they are kind of new, and Frontiers records are really great for that. So this new album, Forever Wild, to me, if I can call that a problem, the problem I have with Crazy Lixx is that most of the songs remind me of another song, either by Crazy Lixx themselves or another band before them. But I call that a problem, but it's not really a problem because I love this. Usually I don't, but when it's Crazy Lixx, I love when, it's just songs that have been heard and heard and heard before. So that's kind of weird that I actually like that when it's Crazy Lixx doing that. So to me, this new album is not as powerful, as impactful as the previous one, Rough Justice, but it's really solid. There are great anthems that if they were released back in the 80s, they would have been huge tunes. I'm thinking about She's Wearing Yesterday's Face, Terminal Velocity, Silent Thunder. All these songs are great. They sound like deja vu, but they really are great. There are songs like Eagle that are, you know, really catchy. Eagle is one of my favorites of the album, but I don't really know how to actually, describe it. It's rather simple but heavy at the same time, and it could definitely be an anthem. And then there's a song that I was particularly surprised of. It's Love Don't Live Here Anymore. When I heard it, I had this feeling that the song could actually be a pop song. It's got this pop vibe, but when the guitar comes and the guitar solos and harmonies and everything, you tell yourself, yeah, that's some great hard rock, some great glam metal. And I was surprised. So, in a nutshell, this album is great but not as powerful and impactful as Rough Justice, as I said. I'm a huge fan of Crazy Lixx, but this one thus far is the least catchy. I would say, in my opinion, because I love them. I love what they do, but it might be like their sixth album, maybe fifth or sixth, and you know I've heard these songs before, because there are elements that you can find in every single song that came before this album, and that's my kind of point of no return. Let's say it's I mean, this album might be the album that makes me think I've had enough Crazy Lixx. They are great. I don't deny the fact that they are huge musicians with a huge potential. They they are really really wonderful, and I admire them actually. But this album is it might be the last album that I follow by Crazy Lixx, because it's an album that I've heard before. It's not new technically, musically, music wise. Uh, Most of the songs have great potential. So I tend to say that this album, Forever White, deserves an 8 out of 10.